everyone, Lisa here, back with another video, and today we're doing a 10-part reaction to Ever 2024 debut. Yes, we're continuing because we're almost done. We've reacted to like 40-50 songs at this point. Please check out the series. It's a longer series in the making than I thought it needed to be, but because so many things are debuting, I was like, let me just react to every single debut and call it a day. Okay, anyway, today we're reacting to Young Seok, A Dream of a Doll, Super Junior L5ST, which is a subunit, Suit Up, and I think this is not a debut. Maybe. Let me know if I'm wrong. KJRGL, Overture, The Blue Wave, interesting. Tiot, Rock Thing, Eui Bin Kwon, Little More. Then we have Tony Jiglin, interesting title. L5ST, Only One, okay. TOZ, New Shoes, Dahye, Hush, TWS, that's written Hangul, I can't read that. Lena, Blame the Summer. And I think that's everything. So let's get into these 10 songs. Please tell me I counted 10. Math is not my strong suit. I've learned throughout these reactions, me and math, we're not besties. We try to be, but we're not. The headphones are off. Please tell me they're not. Okay, they're on. We're safe. Oh, it's another OST song. Okay, this is by Warner Music. Warner Music artists do not do well, I gotta say. Or maybe they just don't get views. Maybe it's on Warner Music, I'm not sure. Is he dead? Like, does she know that he's there? Yeah, he's like a shadow. Like a guardian angel. But does she know? 왜 그토록 한 곳만 보는지 난 알 수 없었죠 내 마음을 Can you see him? I love that every comment's written in Korean. Everyone's just congratulating this artist. His name is Young Seok, obviously. So I'm assuming he's well known, but I don't know if he's well known as an idol or an actor. I think that's like maybe my next mode of interrogation. I really need to stop doing research with y'all, but I just can't not do research. As soon as I'm like peaked in some like form of way, I have to do like a deep dive, right? So his name is Kim Young Seok, and I think based off of Google, yeah, he's an idol. We know that, but like he was a singer and dancer graduating from a entertainment high school, spent several years as a trainee. He's the former member of a trainee group called KQ Fellas, and I'm assuming they didn't end up debuting, and so maybe he had people following him throughout that journey. He was also on 3 survival shows under 19, which I think I'll eventually put as like a potential reaction. Loud and Vocal Showdown. So I'm assuming he kind of garnered some fans from that, and that was since 2018. He's been like actively doing competition shows. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So he's like just kind of someone that a lot of the people in the comments have been following. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. It's a good song. It's very. I want to know if like she had passed away or he had passed away, or if it's kind of like, you know, she never saw him in a certain way, and then eventually she saw him in that way. I think that's what I'm trying to figure out. Or is like she just seeing him, and he's passed away. Like I want to know the deeper meaning. So I would want to see either the lyrics translated, or someone will probably tell me. But I'm very curious to find out the overall thread of this. But yeah, it was a good song. Another OST type song, another song that belongs in a K-drama. There's so many of those nowadays. So, you know, good for them. Good for them. Okay, so anyway, let's get into this next one, which is Super Junior LSS, Suit Up. And I feel like this isn't a debut. I feel like they've released music as the subunit before, but I don't know why they appeared in the subunit, like of the list of 2024 debuts. So. How's his hair so perfectly wafted? It's also interesting having an idol with people in their 30s. They're in their 30s now, right? Like late 20s, early 30s. Super Junior happens to be one of my friend's favorite groups. She just moved back to China like in August. Oh, oh. Hey, yeah. Not the pajama pants. Hey. So they all have their own. Are they all like for sale? Kind of like life size, right? Like the Tyra Banks movie. Yeah. 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 Oh. Okay. Why are you making those facial expressions? Okay, they're just comedians. Okay, okay. They look like the actors that would play like a dad in a K-drama. And the three of them would be like neighbors. Not the shoes. Yeah. Shut up. Yeah. Yeah. It's cute. I like that they slowly got more dressed up and then they are dolls. Okay, so it's kind of like a life size situation. That's cute. It reminds me of Twice candy pop pop.
할아버지, 근데 이 인형 누구야?
That's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of like boy group version of Candy Pop, or is boy version of Candy Pop just right by GOT7? In which case, then it would be Twice's version of Candy of just right. I think this is fun. It's very, I think, on brand for Super Junior because I feel like Super Junior is low key like a group of goofballs at this point. I'm not gonna lie. My friend, she's still obsessed. I love that for her. So she probably would know more than me if this is like a subunit debut or if this is just kind of like a re-debut. Because again, like they were inactive after like the military and now they're like active again. So it might just be like a re-debut of the subunit. I feel like it's not though. I feel like they released more music already. I don't know. There's so much going on today. There's so much going on in the neighborhood. I leave in 2 days. Oh my god, so much content has to be filmed in 2 days. So that way you guys have content while I'm away. I don't want you to have nothing. Anyway, this was interesting. It left me with a lot of questions, but I think the concept is very like Candy Pop, just right vibes. But like they really just give dad energy at this point. Like they just give so much dad energy and so much comedic energy that I think at this point they're just having fun with their careers and they're not really like focusing on like specific niches and they're just focused on making like fun music and entertaining the fandom that's still there because they pretty much have a still like pretty strong fandom. If my friends or anyone to attest to it, like she was debating on flying to Mexico when they were like touring and I was like, ma'am, we are in school. This was last year, but like they still have a strong fan base, so it's nice to see that they're releasing music. I think that's really sweet. Up next is KJRGL Overture, The Blue Wave. Oh, okay, energy. Is this Chinese? Japanese. Oh. This is J-pop. This is definitely J-pop. I have to say they use their budget really well. Oh. Every group really loves that formation, like the when all members hook up. Okay. Ooh. Oh, I love now. I know how those shots are made because it's really important to know how those are made. Get your work, get your work. Hey, get your work. Hey. Oh, oh. You guys are actually really good. I like this one. This one's fun, but it's definitely J-pop, and I can confirm that via Google. I love you guys just seeing me completely go into research mode every time we do one of these videos because at this point, that's just my life. You know, my life is research mode. So, according to Google, this is a Japanese indie song. This is a Prelude the Brilliant Blue album. So yes, this is a new Korean Japanese boy group. So I'm assuming this song might just have like a mix of like Korean and Japanese lyrics. Looking at it now, it does seem to have I would say Japanese characters. So I'm assuming it's Japanese and not a mixing of both. Someone will tell me if I'm stupid for that. Okay. And then I'm curious to know, like, the group stands for Kind of Just Right Good Luck. Sure. Interesting full-length name decisions were made there. That's a very long name. I see why they just go by KJRGL because honestly, that's a really long name. It's a really long name. So they were formerly known as House of Trainees and Hot, and it was like 6-member Japanese and South Korean boy group under Sony Music. And then they basically made their debut this year in September, as we just saw. And then in my kind of like quick research, they came from a training project called Tora Project. At least one of the members did. And then another one of the members was in Boys Planet. It just seems that they all kind of did. Another member was in Boys Planet. So they came from like, 2 of them came from competition shows from my quick research, and then it seems as though the other ones just had training or that they were going to debut with other groups and then they all ended up debuting in this group. Interesting. Okay. Love that for them, you know. This video doesn't have a lot of views. It has around 200,000 views. I think it's mainly because I think like J-pop has less crazy of fandoms I've seen at least than K-pop. So that's probably one of the reasons, because it is a J-pop song. It is a good J-pop song, I must say. Kind of banger. Kind of my favorite song in the video so far, though it is the 3rd song in this video. So maybe it'll get dethroned, but we'll have to find out. But overall, I'm curious to see what they do for this group going forward. Obviously, it's a smaller budget, so they can't do really big things, but I think the way that they used their budget was really smart, because they definitely used only 2 sets, and then they tried to make the most of those 2 sets by filming a lot, so that way they'd have a lot of content and a lot of different parts and scenes, so that way as a viewer, you don't feel kind of bored watching the video, which I like. Anyway, up next, this is Tiot Rock Thang, and I believe they also come from Boys Planet. Like, not all of them, but some of the members are from Boys Planet. Yep. The one who started the song is from Boys Planet. Oh! Hey! Damn, what's his name again? Junghyun. He was the comedian. I remember him. He was the comedian. Oh, ready? Okay. Bang. I love that Junghyun. He's like hashtag in the description. Oh. Hey. Oh. Rock thing, hey, rock thing. Oh wait, that was cool. He said. I feel like the way they shot that jumping off of the fence as they like had them get on it backwards, hold on to it, and then they said record, and then they just pushed off. Okay, okay. Okay. I feel like they're particularly showing off their vocals. They said, yes, we know how to sing, by the way. And this is a cute song. I like this song. It's not cute. It's good. I think cute is just my default word at this point. I'm so sorry if you hate the word cute, because it's a default. I like this song because I feel 1 or 2 songs by them as of right now, because I did a whole like deep dive into all the groups that came from Boys Planet, but I definitely think that this group fits Junghyun the best, just because I feel as though he's able to do like this group of all the groups I've seen so far, I feel like they do the most concepts, like they do the most experimenting, maybe TWS also, but I feel as though like from the songs I've seen, they're all different, but they all have the same vibe. But like it feels more like a band, like a boy band, more so than a boy group. And I think that's kind of like the route that they should go down. If they could play instruments, I don't know if they can. That would be a really cool, I think, way for them to continue as a group. Like having like that diversity of, yes, we can do the choreo, we can be like trying these different concepts, but we can also play instruments. Because then I think that opens them up to more avenues, because they really give the vibe of like a boy band more, and I really, really wish that if they could play an instrument, again, I don't know if they can, they would try that, because I think they would do really well as that concept, like very much like the Rose vibes, you know. But overall, it's a good song. I think that Junghyun, particularly his vocals, shine a lot in this, and I don't know what other member did a lot of the singing. The blonde member, because I don't think the other person who did the vocals was a member of Boys Planet, but you guys can let me know if I'm wrong. But yeah, anyway, let's get into the next song, which is Eui Bin Kwon, question mark, Little More. Okay, very different vibes, very slow, very like at a concert.
반복되는 일상과 무채색의 하루가 어느샌가 푸르게 물들어가 가벼운 걸음에 맞춰 새어나오는 미소 yeah, 네가 그 이유인걸 You got me say ooh yeah 널 보면 나는 say yes 간지러운 말만 떠올라 Why you playing bad bad 가끔은 내게 까칠해도 예쁜 넌 wanna kiss you bad bad 장난스러운 표정까지도 일초라도 더 보고 싶은 걸 내게 와요 조금만 더 숨긴 멈는 모습으로 날 봐줘요 이리저리 둘러보아도 Nothing is better 지금 이 순간 너와 손을 잡고 걸으면 날개가 생기나 봐 하늘은 날 것 같아
No.
You got me saying ooh yeah 널 보면
it's definitely
say yes 간지러운 말만 떠올라 Why you playing bad bad 가끔은 내게 까칠해도 예쁜 넌 wanna kiss you bad bad 장난스러운 표정까지도 일초라도 더 보고 싶은 걸 내게 와요 조금만 더 숨긴 멈는 모습으로 날 봐줘요 좀 더 가까이 와요 늘 처음 같은 마음으로 안아줄게요 걱정하지 마요 그대만의 색으로 날 물들여줘요 all day long
Okay.
yeah Why you playing bad bad 가끔은 내게 까칠해도 예쁜 넌 wanna kiss you bad bad 장난스러운 표정까지도 일초라도 더 보고 싶은 걸 내게 와요 조금만 더 숨김 없는 투명한 맘을 줄게요
Okay. I like that nice little guitar riff end. This reminds me a lot of, I think, Dohwa's. Dohwa, she released her first song this year, and it was kind of in the same sense as his song, like a live vocal performance, but I think his had more sets, because hers was just like a one shot, her singing live. But I like this. This is very calming. It's not Christmas, but it's very, I think, a very nice wind down song. Like if you're someone who likes listening to music that keeps you like calmer, and you're not me who listens to like super crazy upbeat songs all the time, I think this song is a good choice. It keeps, like, I feel it keeps the vibes of just like a nice Pomodoro session, if you will. So like you could play this and feel like at ease throughout the day, and it's really nice. It just sounds really nice, which I like. His voice isn't straining, it's not trying to do crazy high notes or like trying to be flashy. It's just comforting. Yeah, this is a nice song. I don't know what to do with it because again, like I'm just listening to random songs all the time, but I like this one. This one's nice. Up next is Tony. The song is called Jiggling, which makes me uncomfortable, but okay. He was on a competition show called Starlight Boys, which I did not watch. Okay. Okay. Singing purposefully in like a mumble voice is a choice. Oh. Hey. Hey. Okay. Okay, it's actually good. Super lit. Oh, that was a clean cut. Oh, I love the bows on the shirt. Okay, yeah, this shirt, fashion. every element of it. Oh, that couch looks like a couch that I would have drawn in right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little comfy. Jiggling. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I like that they give those background dancers a little bit moment to shine, particularly the girls. They said facial expressions on 10. Ooh, ooh. Look at body rolls. Oh. Jiggling. Ooh, ooh. No, honestly, the background dancers slaying this performance. Oh, that was cool. I like the way they materialize the dancers. Oh! I'm sorry, this outfit is so fashion. It is my favorite outfit. Oh my gosh, it was the dancers, they materialized copies of him. And I like that they use the text and they try to make the text look like it's shaking, kind of like earthquakey vibes, more so than jiggling vibes. Because I feel like jiggling would be like more wavy, but they made more structured, which is more like an earthquake. Yes, that's how my brain visualizes that. I heard some people can't visualize, like you can't like think of something and like see it in your head. It's very interesting. I don't know if I can visualize either, but that's random thoughts. But I like this. I think this. I haven't watched Gum yet, but I feel like this is on par with what Gum is going to be. I think Gum is in the next video actually, but I like this because it feels not niche, but it feels different. The only song I can compare it to is a song I've never heard before, but I've seen a lot of like the challenges of Gum. And I think this will be pretty, this and Gum will be pretty similar, but this video has a lot of views though. Like it has millions of views, so I think a lot of people are waiting for him to debut, especially because if he was from a competition show, I presume he ranked high enough that a lot of people wanted him to be in the group, but he probably just was like just missed out on being in the group maybe, or was just popular enough on the show to be able to carry a solo career with such a high view count on your debut, because it is not easy, as I've seen for some other artists in this video, in previous videos I've done on debuts. But I like this song. I think this song is really good. I think this song is probably an underrated banger waiting to be popular, if that makes any sense. But yeah, okay. Up next is L5ST, Only One. Okay. Oh. This is 42,000 views, 4K likes. I think this one will make people cry because it looks beautifully shot. Ooh, there's full choreo. Yeah, definitely. Definitely would be something that people would really like if it got more exposure. Ooh. That's a lot of members. I'm so This sounds like the song you would hear at the end of a competition show. But I think the choreography is probably really stunning based on the clips that we've seen so far. Particularly this part of the chorus. I don't know if he fell out of his chair, but it looked like he did when he took that step. Ooh, that's cool. Like people throwing water at each other. Okay. There's like 2 members without ties. I wish that they had more like diversity in the way that they wore the shirts. I feel like that would have helped the members each have their own like individual standout personality type, especially because they have all matching uniforms. I don't know if this is about like them graduating school, maybe, or graduating some sort of competition show at least. Also, fun fact, the company is called Macaroni Media, which I found personally very entertaining. But I think so. There's gonna be 2 more members added to this group later on, so I think it's kind of a debut, but not a debut, if that makes sense. Oh my gosh, she was part of Daychild. We reacted to Daychild actually. Did we? I feel like we did. No, Something Child. We reacted to Something Child before. That debuted earlier this year. But a lot of these members come from pre-existing groups or like other K-pop groups that may have just not done well enough to stay a group. So it says a lot of them came from like IB147, and so potentially this is just a rebrand of IB147 with new members, because I think there's like at least 2 members that have no pre-existing groups on here, and then there's a member that says that they're from Daychild, which I believe we reacted to, because I think Daychild reacted to we reacted to them I think a video or 2 ago, and they debuted in May, but I guess they didn't reach enough like crowdfunding support, and so I think that group may have already disbanded, or maybe he chose to leave that group just for potential future financial or more success, I guess. But yeah, we reacted to Illumination by this group. That's actually really interesting that a member has already left and gone to a new group. We wish him well. We'll see how this goes for him, because I think neither groups have done super well, I think, in terms of viewership. But I like this more than Daychild, if that means anything to him. But we will see. I wish them both success. But up next is TOZ, New Shoes. Oh. Oh, this is really cute. Who is that? He's from... Yup, this is boy playing group. That's Haruto? Haruto? Haruto is definitely Haruto. Not this member. Haruto has the 2 dyed hair. Oh! Yuto's in this. Yuto's the is this one with the orange hair? Oh. Okay. I'm happy to see them getting success with this year. I would not do that. They have a lot of shots that have Yuto and Haruto together, which could be fan favorites, I'm not gonna lie. Oh! Oh, he's definitely the center. Oh! Oh! Oh, Anthony's in this, right? Takuto's in this? No. The use of background dancers makes it look like they have more members, which honestly, if they were a bigger group, it would still look cool. Follow me. When was the end of the big dinosaur eating this? Okay. YY Entertainment. This is 1.3 million views. It's not the highest post-competition show debut numbers, but it is higher than some, I must say. I will give him that. It's a good song. I think that it makes sense that it's getting recognition just because Takuto is the one I was recognizing that I called Yuto. Takuto is the one, he had like the orange hair that was in the most of the shots with Haruto. But yeah, and then Anthony is the one with like the pinky red hair that had also a lot of solo shots. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, they all competed in Boys Planet. Yes, we saw their debut, of course we did. And then this is their Korean debut. So I'm assuming the last song they released was their Japanese debut, I believe, and then that one was more catered, I feel like, to Takuto, because Takuto I think is really popular in Japan. Okay, makes sense. This is a cute song. I think that though it has less views than I think some of the other groups that we're seeing that have come post-show, it's still a good song. I think the issue that I'm seeing is all of them have T in their names, except Zero Base One. But like we have TIOT, we have TOZ, and I think we have another group that has T in it that also came from Boys Planet. And it kind of seems like T is a very fun letter for them this year. I don't know why. All the post-show groups have that letter, but they do. It's a good group. It's a good song. It could get more recognition, but I understand it's like also a smaller company, smaller budget. But I would qualify this as like an average debut song. I think it's catchy, it's cute, it fits the members' aesthetics really well with their energy levels. But I think again, there's just so many groups and such an oversaturation that unless you're particularly looking for certain members of competition shows that you were into, it's harder to know that they've debuted a new group, right? And I feel like Haruto is probably the leading member of this group for that, just because I think that he had the most popularity besides Takuto coming from the show. But yeah, it's a cute song. I feel like I should do a cute counter. Up next is Dahye, Hush. This looks like it might be Japanese debut. And I only say that because the characters look to be Japanese. Oh, pretty! Oh, I love the styling. That's really pretty.
커지는 감정은 롤러코스터 yeah. 좋아하는 텐션 계속 나를 묶어 달콤한 향기에 취하게 돼
Okay, yeah, the visuals stunning. She's so pretty.
내 안에 너를 깨워 Whisper, whisper, whisper 잠들어
Oh,
있는
oh,
나의
oh.
목소리 깊숙이 채운
Pretty.
소름 속에 피워낼게 희미해져 가는 메모리 새빨간색
Honestly, if she was in a group, she'd probably be the visual number. Oh. Oh, she definitely just loves winking. But she has winked so many times.
기다려왔던 타임이야 타임이야 yeah Nobody can tie me up tie me up
Ooh.
어떤 말 들려도 가두려고 수많은
It's like meant to be empowering.
귀를 기울이지 않을래 좋아하는 텐션 긴장감 속에서 달콤한 향기에
People love the try
취하게
working
돼
in these videos.
사뿐한 걸음으로 내 안에 너를 깨워 Whisper, whisper, whisper 잠들어 있는 나의 목소리 깊숙이 채운 소음 속에 피워낼게 희미해져 가는 메모리 새빨간색 물들을 테니 또 잊어갔던 마디 크레센도 작은 내 공간
This is a good use of a smaller budget.
다른 누구도 아닌 내가 더 깊이 듣고 싶어 1, 2, 3, 4 hush baby hush
Ooh.
baby hush 나만의 거 breeze don't touch breeze don't touch breeze don't touch 기다려봐 ain't no rush
The shoes are
ain't no
cool.
rush 화려한 색깔로 빛나게 잠들어 있는 나의 목소리 깊숙이 채운 소음 속에 피워낼게 희미해져 가는 메모리 새빨간색 rose 물들일 테니 지금부터 내가 원해 어떤 대로 yeah. Nobody can tie me up tie me up Nobody can tie me down yeah.
Alright, and that's the end. So it's like, fun fact for you guys, apparently she's one of the cheerleaders. Has she done that trend, this trend? I feel like she shows on this trend. Cause I think she's part of the cheerleading group that kind of went really like viral for doing like lazy cheerleading moves. But I think it's just like a sideline cheer, so she's not really cheering. It's a cute song. Gosh, I need new vocabulary. I think that for a debut, it's catchy. It's also, I guess, smart, right, to like capitalize on your popularity as a cheerleader. But I wonder if this came out before she was a cheerleader, and maybe that boosted it. Then I imagine, right? If she became a cheerleader before she released the song, obviously, if you were looking for her, particularly for this trend, that whole like. I'll put it up here if I find any clips again, because it's been so long since I've seen that trend. But maybe if you found her for that, you would look up her music and then it like gets her more views. But this still has under 1 million. It has 469,000, I believe. So like not the greatest debut in terms of like numbers, but I think in terms of the video, the quality is there. You can see that she was working with a lower budget. I think she only had one set, but she utilized the set in multiple ways. One was the road-esque scene where I think she used it like in like 5 different ways, like one inside a car, one between the cars, one with the road empty. And I think that's like one of the best ways to utilize such a small budget and like make it into something bigger. But yeah, I'm very curious to see like what came first, like the cheerleading create an influx of views, or did she naturally have that many views on the song? Is something that I would be interested in figuring out. And that's more analytic based and not Google based. But anyway, this is another group I believe came from Boys Planet. And this is what I mean with the T's. This is called TWS. I don't actually know. This didn't come from Boys Planet. This came from somewhere else. I'm looking it up before I react to it this time because I always do this. They're under Hybe. Interesting. It doesn't look as though TWS has any like affiliation, you can say, with Boys Planet. But again, this is the year of the T's. This is the year of the T's. So let's just get into TWS, and this is in Hangul, but I think it's I don't know what this is. Okay, I'm just gonna press play. Not the heartbeat. Doom, doom. Don't mind me. I'm trying to figure out how to say this title, because they have it in the hashtag, but it's so weirdly written. I like. Is that an organ? What instrument is that? I like that. No, is it a harp? Harps? Wow. Why did you stare at it like that? Huh? He snuck out. Okay, random switch up. Also, why I'm holding hands like this. Is this a new trend? It's very youthful. I'm assuming they're younger. Because Hybe has a great love of debuting young artists. Oh, I like that move. That's cool. Okay. They're dancing in their socks. No, those are white sneakers. Whoever has beautiful handwriting like that, so lucky. Oh, I like that part, the chanting part. Does it have an ending shot of him landing? Oh, missed opportunity. Oh, they do. Oh, you failed. But he didn't fail in his heart, and that's all that matters. That's sweet. Okay, that's really sweet. That's wholesome. I like that. That's very, like, youthful boy group energy that we used to get with NCT Dream before they switched concepts. It kind of, maybe NCT Wish does this kind of concept now, I guess. I like it. It's very wholesome. I think it's very sweet to see, like, the members having a more youthful debut. It feels fresh, I guess what I'm trying to say. Like, it feels like a fresh vibe, especially, like, with the color grading and, like, the scenes throughout the day. It's very like things I feel like younger people would be doing. I say younger people because now I'm like 25 and now I realize I'm not one of the quote unquote younger people anymore. Still pretty young though, but not young enough to know. But yeah, I like this one. This one's really sweet. Would I listen to it again? Yeah, I guess so. Do I know what the proper title is? No, because this hashtag is written in a very confusing way. But I like it. I would watch it again. I don't know if it's gonna be my top songs though, because there's so many. There's so many songs, guys. You don't understand the stress I feel right now. Anyway, this is the last song of the video, and this one is Lena, Blame the Summer. Her name sounds familiar.
You smile.
Ah, she was from not Wojciech, Goshna, GWSN.
I would love you and it will hurt me back.
They went through it as a group. Like literally, they were promoting just fine, and then suddenly they just like disappear off the face of the earth.
Hide your
I
beautiful
love the styling. It's very simple, especially with like the slightly darkened contrast of the lens. Is this English?
To dream of the future that I could never have. I blame the summer, I blame the
No.
sunlight, I blame your smile.
This is all
I wish I
English.
never met, I wish I never fell in love. I blame the summer, I blame the sunlight, I blame your smile. I wish I never met, I wish I never fell in love underneath the blue haze. You, if you say so, is ready to dive into darkest emotions and deepest misery of yours. Oh, how foolish of me to dream of the future that I could never have. I blame the summer, I blame the sunlight, I blame your smile. I wish I never met, I wish I never fell in love. I blame the summer, I blame the sunlight, I blame your smile. I wish I never met, I wish I never fell in love underneath the blue sky. Underneath the blue sky. Blame the summer.
Oh, that's really sad. I'm assuming it deals with the group. I think that it probably deals with a lot more about how much they probably struggled, because it was kind of one of those situations where they just disappeared. There was no real like, oh, there's a hiatus because of XYZ, or they're going away for XYZ reason. It kind of just like abruptly happened, and I think that the MV show is more about showing how she felt in that moment. And I hope that she never regrets it, because I think that as a group they came out with really great music. But I think it's sad to see that now it's hard, right? Coming back as a soloist, but not really being able to promote it as much. But I think it's freeing also for her probably to be able to produce what she wants. It's just really sad to see like what happened, I think, to the group. Like, I remember I was kind of even like, are they still a group? Did they disband? And I never really figured it out, honestly. Yeah, so it's just really sad. This is a sad way to end a reaction video. Well, here we are. But yeah, so that was our last song of the video, and this is Lena, Blame the Summer. Highly recommend it. It has 40,000 views right now, so I think we could definitely get that up a little bit more, especially if you were a Gueshna fan. But yeah, so I'll see you guys all in the next video, because we have about, I want to say 4 more videos. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There's so many songs left. There's like 40 songs left. I'm kidding. There's like 47 songs left, actually. Good. This is what we want. This is what we wanted. I might have a day where I just give up and do like all the songs in one go, which will be horrible for me. Horrible for me to do, but like honestly, I'm tired. Okay.